They were painting it because the lessons and the morals and the animal behavior and the information in these stories was considered that important for the survival of the culture. There's very little else like this in North America. This is some of the finest rock art anywhere in the world. I'm Jack Johnson. I'm the park archaeologist for the National Park Service at Amistad National Recreation Area. Amistad National Recreation Area park boundary goes about 83 miles up the Rio Grande and goes up a lot of little side canyons, and one of those is Rattlesnake Canyon. We've been working with Texas Tech for at least the last decade or so to help monitor and document and protect this site. So Rattlesnake Canyon is one of the most important pictograph sites of the Pecos River style. It's one of the largest and most complex in terms of the mural that's painted there. And of course then the Pecos River style is one of the most complex and important styles of Native American rock art in North America. So it's a very important resource to protect.
It's just such an overwhelming privilege to witness lifeways and people, and in this case, very cosmologically complex rock art narratives from thousands of years ago. These were really among the first people who lived here in what we now call Texas. My name is Maurice McDermott. I'm President Emeritus at the Whitty Museum. I was the President and CEO for 20 years. It's so beautifully rendered. The artist is so skilled. The narrative is such an obvious composition. The more you study it, the more you can see that we can't see everything. I'm so grateful to those who are preserving these sites and also studying them so closely with the digital technology techniques that they're using to be able to really determine some consistencies, which is a gift.
I'm Karen Steelman. I am the Science Director at Shumla Archaeological Research and Education Center, and my focus is radiocarbon dating rock art and pigment analysis. There's so much we can learn from these sites. I mean, we spent, Shumla as an organization had a team of about 10 archaeologists that have studied Rattlesnake Canyon for about 3 weeks constantly, over a period of 3 years. And we've only documented what I would say about 20% of the site. For me, this is our outdoor laboratory. And there's a lot of new technology that's out there that we can actually bring the laboratory to the rock art site, and so that we can do non-destructive testing. So we don't have to take something back from the site to the lab. We can come to the site with the chemistry equipment. We use all the things that any chemist would use to answer a research question, but we're doing it with the tools of chemistry.
One of the biggest threats to the site is flooding. The land that we're standing on here is river gravel and silt that's piled up from floods in the last decade. There's really not much we can do to stop these kinds of natural processes, and so what we can do is just try to document. And so that's where working with organizations like Shumla, who have some of the most sophisticated rock art documentation techniques and technologies in the world, bringing people like that in to document these sites while they're still here.
It's one of those sites that we feel like we're in a race to study, because we want to know as much as we can about it. Even studying and being at these sites for a long time, I still get excited to see a site, and every time I go to a site, I see something new.
This is probably religious art, probably the most important stories and lessons, the things that they wanted to make sure that their children and grandchildren knew about their world and their place in it. They're absolutely telling stories, and so number one, we need to protect them. These are probably the oldest books in North America.